Yeah, certainly gave them 4 days off last weekend, and I guess had a couple of good sessions the week prior to having the break, and then we've had 2 good footy sessions this week. So yeah, it's been high quality. I guess just not having the rigours of a game to recover from, but also being mindful to not overtrain as well. So we've just tried to keep it, you just have real quality on the track, which has been pleasing. Similar to what we'd had the previous couple of weeks prior to that, we just had really good effort and the compliance amongst the group, but we were able to do it for longer, and it's just nice to actually get some reward for the effort that we've been putting in. I think the last month's been pretty solid effort-wise, and just nice to get the 4 points, just to give a bit of belief in the group. I think Griff's come along nicely. He's underdone just with the back complaint he had pre-season. It sort of held him back a little bit, but just his work rate last week without the footy was enormous, and yeah, Libba was fantastic again, and he's been pretty constant in what he's been able to achieve this year, week in, week out. Just his work without the footy as well has been really good for us. So for us, it was just pleasing. Coons getting in the game a bit more. Jack McRae got ran with a little bit last week, but fought through it and had a really strong last quarter, so that was pleasing as well. And I think just as a mid-group, we're just finding our way a little bit, but yeah, it's been pleasing. We're starting to string some more consistency together. Oh, look, I guess like any other interstate trip, you've got the trip ahead of you, and they're a talented young group. We've got their tails up, obviously, with some really good performances. So for us, it's just about sticking to the process that we have. We play to our strengths that we know we have to bring each week to be competitive, and and then put it in place.
Yeah, we had 4 days off, so it was pretty solid Monday when we returned, but today we worked on a couple of things as well, so it was our big hit out really, just to prepare ourselves for Gold Coast. You get a bit of a mental break and also just give your body a bit of a rest, just try and get those things sorted so you're not so sore coming into the next games. Yeah, I've settled in all right. I think my form's been up and down, but hopefully the second part of the season I can keep consistent and the team can start winning some more games. I think we've been really close in a lot of the games so far, so I think we've improved, and the guys are looking pretty good for the rest of the season. The coach has been really good to me, and Mac has been good but also pretty hard, which is understandable, which I like. That's what I like about Macca, because he does tell you the truth and tell you how you're going. So I'm quite enjoying their coaching, and look, if we can win a few more games and I'll kick a few more goals, then I'll be happy. Yeah, it's important to stand up and lead the young forwards and tell them where to stand and what positioning to stand. So it is quite important with the young side to try and help them out. But I'm learning as well all the time. So it's vice versa, both roles. There's a fair bit of hype around Gold Coast, and generally the Gold Coast haven't been a great side, and I think they're starting to get better and better, but our team's improving just the same, and I reckon we'll give them a good contest.
Yeah, it's incredibly exciting for the footy club, Tom, to be involved in what's a landmark game, to be involved in the first game last year. I think just whet the appetite for not only our club but the competition as a whole. Women's football in Victoria and nationally is really growing, and anyone who saw last year's game really saw a high quality, high standard, physical game of footy, and it really opened a lot of people's eyes, including myself and a lot of people around the footy club. So to have another opportunity, we're really excited as a club, and we think will be another showcase event.
Selection number 1, Western Bulldogs Football Club.
Goes to Tia Haynes, postal titles from Western Australia.
Put a fair bit of research into it and lots of round table discussions, and look, I think there was probably 3 that we missed out on that they got, so at the end, 3 when you're picking 12 is pretty good, and so we're really happy. We looked at obviously the talent and getting the most talented people, but also looked at the gaps that we needed to fill. So, you've got to create that balance and make sure that you get the best team overall that you can possibly get.
So to selection number 3, Western Bulldogs Football Club.
Draft investigate from
I was out there in the crowd watching, and I thought I'd really love to be out there playing, so it did give me a bit of inspiration to work a bit harder. And well, I came to the draft last year and it was just such an emotional journey with all the other girls. I wasn't picked up last year, so this year was really special, and I wasn't expecting to go that early, so it made it extra exciting.
With the Victorian-based girls, which is, we've probably got about 14 or 15 of them, we'll be able to actually have a few training sessions together. The Bulldogs, maybe 3, and then a couple of days before the draft we'll fly the others over and all train together.
These are young girls who grew up like a lot of young boys in Victoria or throughout the country dreaming of playing footy at the highest possible level. So now for them to be associated with an AFL club and to represent Melbourne or the Western Bulldogs clearly is a dream come true. And you're right, the emotion, the enthusiasm, the excitement that they're showing. Once you get to know them a little bit, you're really excited to see what they can do out here on Etihad.